15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6.
You're in the presence of the realest essence of incense and lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck, like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give a fuck about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bo staying with the lips. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just
Where'd you
slowed
go?
the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Added some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nwogu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start with the option. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Willis with another keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded out to 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Care about the spot now. When you do her hair, you said Sunday?
Yeah, she changed because she said she didn't.
Oh. Yeah.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play fake. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp
They'll
down
be there for a while, though.
because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily.
That's
Calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They go play action with Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw, here's Willis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Tackle there by Lewis Cine. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way to get in there.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty ramped up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Hey, stop fighting.
False start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cousins to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 2nd and 15.
Joel's going to play with his toy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll swing this out to Mostert, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He is going to find Hill here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Malik Willis Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, what's the word?
Play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and we talked about his screen time as a play caller. He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that got played well, but to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee you, quietly it told him, you might want to stop coming out for me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Interception thrown by Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It'll take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a
taking it right down Broadway. The 40, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Dolphins.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing.
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdowns touchdown pass. He's been fine in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. The lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nuwangu now from his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Breaking news yesterday at noon. Officers say 20-year-old Davion McLean was killed on Eugene Street. And
here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look good. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. Sanders now to add the extra point.
Hey, y'all, come help Adriana pick these bees up.
And the lead grows even larger.
Thank you.
In the third quarter.
Look at that stomach, man. What that stomach talking about, Julie?
They're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They run with Mostert off the option. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Willis on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Malik Willis with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And nobody to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw the first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating.
Yeah,
they are
throw
the football, all the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 42 yards. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got napped for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for Minnesota. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to at least get one score back.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate who can get them the ball. We've seen the result. Days like this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-play attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it up, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride.
Who did it, babe?
Throwing on first down. This one winds up to be incomplete.
Who did it?
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving you a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Cousins dancing to his left. Hit as he throws for incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mostert off the read option. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the throw to the sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess it can.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Man, come on, man. I'm going to stop scoring, man.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings.
Yeah, man.
Next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Yeah, shoot, you be messing yours up too. Your offense ball.
To throw, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play fake, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Don't open the door, Jacoby. It's open.
Don't take y'all right there.
And we'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
These stink.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and that's going to make it fourth down.
No, hey.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that is truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone.